Hello, beautiful souls. So, in this video, we are going to talk about my reactions to my shadows. So, in previous videos, we have talked about few forms of these reactions, and I will be sufficing it to those ones. And to each reaction, there are a number of reasons, but I will suffice to only one or two of the examples in that scenario. So, yeah, let's get talk about it. So first, maskers. So since childhood, I have been living with my grandparents, and we were, 4 to 5 siblings living together. And from young age, I realized that if I have to be included in this group, in the discussion, I have to do something which is acceptable in that group, which can please the people in the group. And since they were really, older than me, I would start to act out of being very mature kind of thing. So I started faking that I'm really mature person. I understand all these perspectives. And that's how I slowly became a masker, because even when I grew up, I started behaving that I'm all mature. I do understand everything, though in inside I was just like a little kid who does not like all this, always being always being the mature one. I didn't like that. But then I would fake it that I have to be part of this sibling group. So I was like, okay, I have to do things which is pleasing to everybody. The second one is justifier. So for that, when I was going through this depression phase of my life, I was very inactive and I used to sit at one place for all day and would not do anything. And my mother would basically come to me and always will be like, why are you not doing anything? And obviously, she does not know what my mental state was at that time, but she wanted me to do something. And I would basically shout at her and tell her that, as we talked about, that why are you always behind me? Why you does not let me live my life the way I want to? And at that time, I do feel literal triggered by that, but then I would try to justify it by saying that she does not let me live my life the way I want to. She's always after me and all these things. I will give myself this justification that I'm reacting this way to her because she's always behind me and she does not understand me at all. These were my reactions to her care. Next is runner. So I had a terrible heartbreak back then, and when this happened, I got really what can I call it? I got really bitter towards the people, bitter towards the life, and I have created this wall around me where I would not let anybody come near me. I would be like pushing them away. And I have this friend from like 2006. We know each other from 2006, and I was holding this grudge against her that she was not there with me when I needed her the most. But the truth of that condition was that I didn't allow her to be there with me, because after that heartbreak, I created this wall around me and I pushed everybody out of my side and my life. And I would not share anything. I would not let them help me. Then how can they help me? But then I always believed this, that I'm the victim and they never cared for me. They never cared to come near me. But the truth was, I was the one who was pushing them away. That's how I was the runner. Next is tempt. So for that, I remember there was this there was this person who has disabled, especially abled person as their parents, and they would get really overpowered by this, this responsibility on them that they have to take care of them every time. She has to take care of them every time, and she would try to skip this responsibility. She would try to find her own life out of this. And back then, since since you have to be responsible, that's what I have been taught throughout my life. I believe that she is running from her responsibility, so she is wrong. And I didn't even care to look at her perspective from, like, why she is doing this, what is her reason for doing that. I was just too eager to claim it that you are wrong, because you have to be responsible. They are your parents, you have to do this, and you should not run away from it. I was really eager to call something like right and wrong, and thus I believe that that was not a right way of seeing that thing and situation. So that's how I was all these things. That was how I reacted in all these situations. Now, I hope this video gave you some idea, and now you know that I'm not all light. So, yeah. Now, as we talked in previous video, please take out some time, try to answer this for you, and now we will be jumping on to the actual doing of the shadow work. So yeah, let's see. I hope I'll see you there. Till then, keep exploring, keep learning, keep living. Have a wonderful day. Bye.